Do you know that most people believe that to stay healthy as you age, you need to move more, stay active, and never stop? But what if I told you that's not entirely true? What if your well-being doesn't depend on the number of steps you take or how fast you move? What if something else is far more important for you? If you're 60, 70, or older, perhaps it's time to rethink your approach to life. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 simple yet profound tips inspired by Buddhist teachings that can enhance your life right now. We'll talk about what truly matters for your health and peace of mind. In today's world, we're constantly told, move more, don't give up, fight aging. But what if that's not always the best path? What if slowing down, embracing mindfulness, and learning to live in harmony could bring you more joy than an endless race? Stay with me until the end of this video because the 5th tip I'll share is exactly what you need to hear. Have you ever felt like life passed by in a flash, leaving behind only memories of hustle and bustle? Recently, I spent a day at my grandmother's house. She's 90 years old, and while her body has grown weaker, her spirit is filled with wisdom. She sat in her chair by the window, holding a cup of tea, lovingly gazing at the blooming trees in her garden. I sat next to her and asked, "Grandma, what do you feel when you look at all this?" She smiled, and her eyes lit up with warmth. "You know, when I was younger, I thought life was a race. I tried to do it all: work, family, house chores. But now I realize the happiest moments were the ones when I stopped. When I simply sat, watched, listened, and loved. All the good things happen when you stop rushing." She shared her wisdom with me, and it stayed in my heart forever. These were simple yet profound lessons that helped her live happily into her golden years. Today I'm going to tell you about these 5 rules she passed on to me. These principles, inspired by Buddhist teachings, can bring joy and tranquility into your life. Pay special attention to the 5th one. It's the key to harmony and inner peace. Now let's uncover these insights. The first rule my grandmother shared is to slow down. She said, "When you slow down, you start to see what you miss when you rush." Imagine for a moment that you don't have to hurry anywhere. In the morning, instead of grabbing your phone or diving into tasks, sit by the window with a cup of tea. Savor the aroma, look at the sky. Just be in the moment. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that when you slow down, you enter a state of mindfulness. You begin to notice the beauty around you, the sounds of nature, the smiles of loved ones, your own thoughts. Life becomes richer when you live it slowly. The second rule is to find joy in simple things. Grandma shared her secret with me. "Sometimes I just sit in the garden and watch how the sunlight dances on the leaves, how the birds sing. It brings me more happiness than I ever imagined." Grandma shared her secret with me one quiet afternoon as we sat together in her garden. The sun was setting, casting a warm golden glow over the leaves, and she looked at me with a gentle smile. "You know," she said, "there's magic in the ordinary. It brings me a happiness that's hard to describe, but it's deeper and more lasting than anything else I've known." Her words stayed with me, and I began to see the truth in them. Joy doesn't have to come from grand achievements or life-changing events. Often, the simplest moments hold the most profound beauty. You too can start with something small. Try finding 3 things that bring you joy every day. Perhaps it's the warmth of the sun on your face as you step outside, the smell of a freshly brewed cup of coffee, or the soft laughter of a loved one. Write these moments down, even if they seem insignificant. Over time, they'll form a mosaic of happiness, a reminder that even on tough days, joy is never far away. Keep this list close, and let it be a beacon when life feels overwhelming. Buddhist wisdom tells us that happiness isn't something we chase or create. It's already here, woven into the fabric of every moment. All we need to do is pause long enough to notice it. When you let yourself slow down and truly see the world around you, you realize that joy is in the way sunlight filters through the trees, in the sound of rain tapping gently on your window, or in the way a stranger smiles at you in passing. By embracing this perspective, you cultivate a heart that is open to gratitude and wonder, a heart that finds joy in the simple and the ordinary. The third tip is to learn to let go. Grandma once told me, "Carrying old grudges or regrets is like dragging a heavy suitcase that you no longer need. It weighs you down, steals your energy, and keeps you from moving forward. Let it go, and you'll feel light enough to dance again. Her analogy painted a vivid picture in my mind. How often do we hold on to things that no longer serve us? Maybe it's a hurtful comment someone made years ago, or a mistake we can't forgive ourselves for. These burdens stay with us, taking up space in our hearts and minds, preventing us from fully embracing the present. Ask yourself, what are you carrying that you no longer need? Is it a lingering regret about a decision you made? A fear of what lies ahead? Or perhaps an expectation you've placed on yourself that's become impossible to meet? Take a moment to sit with these thoughts, acknowledge them, and then little by little let them go. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or pretending the pain didn't happen. It means releasing your grip on the past, choosing to free yourself from its hold. Buddhism teaches that letting go is not a loss but a profound act of liberation. When you let go, you're not giving up. You're creating space for peace, healing, and growth. Start small. Close your eyes and imagine placing each worry, regret, or grudge into a box. Picture yourself setting that box down and walking away, feeling lighter with every step. Practice this daily, and soon you'll find that the weight you've been carrying begins to fade. Grandma's words were a testament to this freedom. When I stopped holding on to things that hurt me, I found room for the things that bring me joy, she said. Her advice wasn't just about living without burdens. It was about making room for the beauty of life to flourish again. Letting go allows us to breathe deeply and see the world with fresh eyes. It's a gift we give ourselves, a chance to live fully in the present without the shadows of the past clouding our view. You can start with something simple too. Find 3 things that bring you joy every day. It could be the warmth of the sun on your face, the taste of a freshly cooked meal, or a conversation with someone dear to you. Write these moments down to remind yourself during tough times that happiness is always near. Buddhism tells us that happiness doesn't need to be sought. It's already here in every moment. You just need to notice it. The 4th rule is gratitude. Every evening as the day ends, recall 3 things you're grateful for. It could be anything: a delicious meal, a friend's support, or the comfort of your home. Grandma used to say, "When I give thanks for what I have, my soul fills with warmth." Practicing gratitude helps us see life as it is, full, abundant, and beautiful. Even in challenging times, gratitude can bring back joy and peace. The 5th and most important tip is to find time for inner silence. Grandma told me, silence isn't emptiness. It's the moment when you hear yourself. Each morning or evening, set aside a few minutes for meditation. Simple. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and just breathe. Feel the air filling your lungs and slowly leaving. In that moment, you connect with yourself. Buddhist teachings remind us that true peace comes from within. When you find that silence, you're no longer dependent on the external world. You realize that happiness is already within you. We live in a world where rushing has become the norm. From childhood, we're taught that success comes to those who keep going and never stop. But ask yourself, does constant activity truly make you happier? As we age, our bodies ask for more rest, yet our minds still crave the same pace. Instead of enjoying this stage of life, many feel guilty for not doing enough. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that happiness isn't in speed, but in living at a pace that suits you. At 70 or 80 years old, it's time to slow down and discover a completely new way of experiencing each day. These 5 principles can completely change your perspective on life. They teach you to slow down, find joy, let go, be grateful, and find peace within. Your age isn't a time for limitations. It's a time to learn to truly live. Thank you for being with me. See you in the next video.